7 a.m. on a Wednesday morning today. Today's Wednesday, yes. I think I sometimes have to keep reminding myself of what day actually is what day, especially since lockdown. There's not so many sort of key references as to exactly what time's actually going by. So it's also very interesting how that makes a conversation point. So yes, here we are, ready on a Wednesday morning for another chill out Qigong session in the morning, 7 a.m. to get you ready for this, for the course of your day. So, enough gibbering from me. Let's get on with it. Put your foot 45 degrees to the corner, sit down on the leg. The other foot comes up, resting on the floor, and just rock the foot back and forth. So there's no force, no effort, you're not pushing down on the foot, you're just rocking. Allow the other leg just to release so it can support your weight comfortably. And then swap to the other side. Give yourself the opportunity just to breathe and become present with what you're doing. Pick up the foot, shake off the ankle. Swap to the other side. Pick up your knees, circle the foot. Back the other way. And then swap to the other side. Knee, circle the foot. Back the other way. And change. Feet together. Circling the knees, just to loosen off the ankles and the knee joints. Back the other way. Change, come up, find your shoulder width, turn out toes, turn out heels, and circling the hips. Back the other way. Change, circling your shoulders. Nice big circles, really release off the shoulder blades, the ball joints, softening the neck, softening down into the arms, and then rotate the other way. Change. So with the feet shoulder width apart, just become aware of the soles of your feet and just soften the feet, let them spread out and receive the ground. And then softening the ankles. Allow your legs to move so that the ankle joint can open and expand. The same with the knees, so open the joint, expand, release, release any tension, any torque that you might be pushing them down through the legs, and then soften the hips, so you're opening the hip joint, releasing all the muscles off around the hips. Trying to find that alignment down through your legs so that the hips, the knees, the ankles, the feet, they all work together. They all cooperate with one another and transfer your weight comfortably down through your legs. And just get the meat, the muscles to release, expand and sink. And then tucking your tailbone under as though you're sitting down on a stool, leveling the pelvis out. Releasing the belly. When you tuck your pelvis under, there is a tendency to sort of like pull up into the lower abdomen here and tense up this part of your body. But don't do that, just allow that all to relax. The pelvis is just turning under. The tailbone is dropping down, sinking, and the pelvis levels out. And you open up the lower back so it sort of stretches out and opens all the muscles out. And then the shoulders come back to rest comfortably over the hips. Allow the spine to elongate as the shoulders find their position. Letting all the soft tissue just release, relax and expand, sinking down. Opening the shoulder joints. And pull the chin back to create the stretch in the neck. And emptying the neck. With all the bones floating in space, just allow the muscles just to release, expand and sink. And connect your breathing to your belly. Allow yourself just to breathe deeply into the body. Slowing the breathing as you go, but don't force it. Just allow the breathing to fall into a pattern that works for you. So breathing in, opening the belly up. Breathing out, let the belly close down. So it's acting as a pump, pulling down on the diaphragm, pushing up on the diaphragm. Softening your chest. Softening the mind now, sitting back against the spine, allowing your awareness just to trickle down and sink down into your belly. And don't try and make it happen, just allow it to happen. And then breathing in, bring the hands up the center line, turn over the palms, turn the hands up over the head. And breathe out, circling the hands down. Breathing in. And breathe out. Nothing forced, just allow the arms to float, softening the shoulders. Down through the body to the feet. All the time, releasing, expanding out, softening the body. Allowing yourself to become totally present in the moment. One more. As you breathe in, bring the hands up the center line. Up to the chest, then turn the palms, push down, let the hands float down to come to rest by the sides. And reconnect, softening the feet, let the feet spread out onto the floor. Opening the ankle joints. Softening the knees. Opening up the hips. Tucking your tailbone under as though you're sitting down. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips to elongate the spine. Chin pulled back slightly to open up the neck. All the bones floating in space, then allow the muscles to release and expand so that they can find their natural state of dynamic tension and hold everything in place without force or effort. Reconnect with your breathing, so take the breathing down into the belly. And softening the mind, take the mind back down into the belly. Let any random thoughts just wander across the brain, but don't chase them. Your awareness is looking for your center. Sitting back against the spine and into the pelvis. Breathe in, the hands come up the center line. Breathe out, turn left hand up, right hand down. And breathe in, turn the palms, bring them back to the chest. And breathe out, swap the hands, so left hand now goes down, right hand goes up. And keep going. Softening down through the legs. One more. And then as the hands come back to center, the chest, palms to the floor, breathe out, push down, let the hands come to rest by the sides. Again, recreating your alignment, so just check in with the feet. Are they soft, receiving the ground? Opening the ankle joints. Softening the knees. And releasing the hips. Tucking the tailbone under. Let the tailbone drop rather than force it. Opening up the lower back so the shoulders then come to rest over the hips. Chin pulled back to create the stretch of the neck. Bones floating in space, and then just release down through the body. All the muscles release, expand and sink. Sitting back against your spine. Breathing, reconnecting with the belly. Mind sinking down into the belly. And then turning the waist. That brings the shoulders round. Softening down through the legs, rotating around your spine, sitting back against the spine and the pelvis as you turn. Softening the legs so you're not twisting down through the knees into the ankles and the feet. And just allow the waist to do all the work. Turning, not twisting, so don't take your shoulders past the alignment with the hips. And then releasing the shoulders so the arms can swing. Soften your arms. Let them become like a piece of rope. Allow yourself to speed up with the motion, but keep it all loose, released. Opening the hips, keeping yourself sat down as though you're sat on a stool. Softening the knees so that the legs can act as shock absorbers or pistons. And allow the movement just to increase. So the turning of the waist is what's moving your arms. The arms are hanging like a piece of rope, and the hands are a weight on the end. Opening up the muscles either side of the spine. And just sinking into the belly, breathing into the belly. Let your breathing fall into a nice natural pattern that works for you. Nothing's forced. Everything loose. Change it and let the hands swing out with the movement of the waist. So as the waist turns, the shoulders turn, they transfer momentum out into the arms. One hand swings in front, the other one behind. Again, softening down through the legs. So the legs are acting as shock absorbers. Softening the shoulders, loosening off the shoulder blades, emptying the neck, keeping the chest soft and expanded. Opening up down the arms, upper arms, let the muscles release and expand. Opening up the elbow joints. Softening the forearms. Opening the wrists. Emptying the palms. Let the hands become heavy. Make sure you're not flapping your arms like a bird trying to fly. More like one of those drum toys so that the arms are swinging out, dictated by the turning of the waist. Keep yourself rotating around the spine, sitting back against the spine, mind into the belly. And then change. Just let the hands come to rest by the sides. Again, softening your feet, opening the ankles, opening the knees, the hips, tailbone drops. So you're sitting down on a stool, shoulders resting over the hips, chin pulled back to create the stretch in the spine. Breathing into the belly, softening down through the body. And as you breathe, palms to the floor, bring your hands forward. Breathing in, drop the fingertips, raise the arms to shoulder height. And breathe out, let the elbows drop, let the wrists drop, and hands down as they are pushing through water. Breathing in, the hands float forward. And breathing out, let them float down. Keep your weight spaced evenly on both feet, sitting back against the spine. Tailbone tucked under, mind sinking to the belly, breath to the belly. Let the body release, expand, your energy sink. And one more. Turning the fingertips to the right. Allow the hands to circle up. Right hand in front of the face, left hand circles down, and then hold a ball in the center, both palms facing the floor. Take a breath in, and then releasing down through the waist, rotate around the spine, turn your waist to the right as you breathe out. And then breathe in, swap the hands, square the hips, rotating around the spine back to center. Breathe out to the other side. And breathe in. So So you're sitting back against your spine, sitting into the pelvis, tailbone drops, legs soft so they act as shock absorbers or pistons to allow you to turn the waist and move from side to side without twisting down through the legs. Really releasing the shoulders. Shoulders release, expand, muscles sink. One more. And then bring the lower hand up, both hands at chest height. Breathe out, just push down, let the hands sink down. Come to rest by the sides and close the hands over the belly. Left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. And just start to breathe into the belly. Connecting with your feet, softening the feet. Softening your ankles. Softening the knees. Opening the hips. Tailbone drops, leveling the pelvis, sitting down. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips. Chin pulled back slightly to create the stretch. And then just let all the bones float in space. The muscles release, expand and sink. Change, bring the hands up, softening the shoulders, sinking the elbows, wiggling the fingers at the ends of the arms. Hands down, circle the hands. Change, breathing in, coming up on the toes. Breathe out, let yourself drop. Breathing in, breathe out, and keep going. And one more. And relax, come up, shake off the legs, circling the hips, the other way, and then circling the shoulders, the other way. And relax. So thank you again for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed the set. If you would like to share any comments or feedback or ask any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if I could ask you to tag, share and like this to get it out as far afield as possible, that would be fantastic. I'll be back at 9:30 this morning for all the white, red and black dragons out there who would like to come and join in on day 8 of our Qigong challenge, the 20 days to song. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for another one of these free sessions. That's all I have to say. Take care, have a really great day, and we'll see you when we see you next.